Before we begin, I want to introduce the judges again and thank them for the process yesterday. It was a stringent process, but now we're shifting gears, right? So firstly, we've got Ms. Marang Marikimani, and a leading voice in small business systems and operational excellence. Marang helps entrepreneurs build businesses that run smoothly and scale sustainably, right? We've got Mr. Derek. I'm sure you guys know Mr. Derek, who's an MD at Ibasa, a respected advisor, author, and ecosystem builder with deep knowledge of township entrepreneurship and enterprise development. Then we've got Ms. Tolisa Muraka from Collab for Growth, who's a champion of collaboration-led growth and impactful township initiatives. Tolisa brings a strong perspective on community-driven value creation. Then we've got Mr. Tumelo Letsoalo, founder of Moja Garden, an on-the-ground entrepreneur, and I'm sure you guys heard him at our Spooking Kasi Business Workshop. And then we've got, lastly but not least, Itumeleng Tlhapane. Mr. Tlhapane is from Shape Cafe, a creative business owner and youth-focused ecosystem advocate with insights into innovative models and township market trends. My role today is to provide you with clear, practical insights on what the judges will be looking for. As I said, it can't be the same. You can't give us slides and read your presentation, right? We need to see this business where it's going. We need to see who your clients are, right? So I'm going to give you practical insights, and this is for everybody else who's here. In all our work and day-to-day things that we experience, we sort of have to pitch in anything that we do, be it negotiating what time you come back at home as a curfew, all the way to selling something to your boss, to your colleagues, and to the general public, right? So I'm just going to give you a few sort of, shall I say, tips as a finalist, but also this is related to everybody. I think Wu did introduce me as one of the judges also, so I won't go into what I do. So what will we be judging, right? We'll be assessing each pitch process for me and the judges across key areas, and I've put them into 6 simple ones. What problem are you solving for? And what does the solution fit? Does a business tackle a specific problem, an urgent problem in the community, or a business need, or a gap in the industry or sector that you are sort of trying to target? And is it practical, right? We always have these ideas that we want to sort of furnish, but are they practical? What is the value proposition that you offer to your clients? If you're going to produce something that everybody can get easily from the shop downstairs or from wherever, what is the value proposition that you are giving to them so that they can say, I will get into my car or climb into public transport and go and get that product from that business? Market understanding. Do you understand your customers? Do you understand the market that you are trying to furnish or service or get what? The most important? Money from. Do you really understand them, right? Are you trying to sell an expensive solution that's not going to sell to the market that you're trying to sell? Do you understand your customer's journey end to end? If you're trying to fill a specific gap in a customer's lifestyle or behavior or everyday need, where are you fitting in? Or are you solving for the whole journey? Traction and progress. What has been the progress, right? I think yesterday we saw, shall I say, the foundations of all your business. What you do, where you're based, your back-end story, but where's the traction? Where are you now? Because we also don't want to give you money, and then tomorrow we saw that, as I said, I'm originally from Pretoria. The biggest thing that people buy or they like is buying a GTI. To my sister's point about Savannas. So we see you the GTI tomorrow telling us that you won, and it's not back into your business. Not to say there's anything wrong with GTIs, by the way, sorry, whoever drives a GTI. Scalability and impact. Is your business scalable? And if it's not scalable, that's perfectly fine. I think a lot of people try to grow too soon, too quickly, too soon, and then you realize that this business is too big for me. Your expenses are doing this, and the revenue is doing that, and you're failing to balance. You've got 100 employees, but you only need 20. It's a big important thing that we look at, maybe in my space, cost to income. Because cost to income leads to how you grow your business, right? And is a potential for your business to grow. The last one, Pitch clarity. I struggle when people are looking at slides on stage. If you know your business, you should even know when that slide is going to move. Clarity in your pitch. Are you clear? And are you confident? Because if you're not confident, then how am I going to be confident in your business? We're looking for clarity. We're looking for belief in the business and the ability for you to communicate your story effectively. So I'll summarize them in the 6 sort of terms that I've put. Problem, solution, and fit. Business model strength. Market understanding. Traction and progress. Scalability and impact. Pitch clarity, and final confidence. As we had mentioned, the money is going up. So in order for the money to go up, we need great pitches. And I think I'm going to hand over to the 1 or 2 judges who want to give feedback also about yesterday.
The most important thing is that, for me, it's knowing who you are pitching to. So you guys are pitching for money. So you are speaking to investors that are looking to put money into your business. And therefore, the pitch has to be tailored for that. If find out who is giving you money wants to know what the business model, as Umutibedi has said, how does the business make money? And I think some of you were very scared, Izolo, to talk about the money element of your business. So I am making money through selling juice, and to date I've sold 1,000 liters or 1,000 bottles of juice, We're looking to scale to 3,000 in the next 12 months. It gives us an understanding of where you're going. So don't be afraid to talk about the money element of your business. And whilst the vision and mission value statement is great and it's important for a business because it guides you, I think you sometimes get lost in trying to read the entire thing. My vision, my values, So I would say maybe look at a purpose statement that has 4 words, 4 to 5 words that you can remember, and you use that as a way of bringing others to your mission, exciting other people to jump into what you are trying to create. Like, for instance, Red Bull is giving wings. What is your statement, your 2-liner, that gets people excited about what you are trying to create, and they jump on the wagon based on that? But you already know your business, and I think just own that it is your business, you know it, you understand it better than anyone. Show the results of what you've achieved, because you are not starting from scratch. You've done stuff, you've sold stuff. Tell us what you have sold and tell us where you are going so that we can buy into that. Thank you.
There are a few of you that did this very well yesterday, and some of you, I was so sad because the pitch was great, but then we got to the end and we're like, what do you need the money for? If you want it, what do you need the money for? If you can't answer that, it's so difficult to give you that money. I don't know what impact that money is going to make in your world. So please, what do you need the 50K for? And I hear that it's going up. So what do you need the money for? Specifics, right? You need 10,000 Rand to do digital marketing so you can attract more customers, X amount of customers in the next 12 months. You need 20,000 Rand to buy machinery because you can produce more quantities. That is the specific that is missing, but it is so crucial. So crucial. It's great that you have a great business, and you've got the customers, but we want to know where this money is, how this money is going to change your world.
Know your numbers. Your numbers is not about money. Your packaging, everything that has to do with numbers, you need to know them. And also, when you give us the research or stats, verify if these are the new stats or the old stats. Because by the time you give us your stats, we Google and find that the new stats are contradicting what you have given us. So you must know your numbers and stay to the facts. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Sorry, I know it's a lot of information. It feels like they just added another chapter to your exam. But it's all about agility, right? If you're a business person or you're an entrepreneur, it's all about agility. So when you've prepared, I think it's fair to say, how do you just enhance your presentation? I think if you remain calm, you should be fine. So I'll give you the sort of process for today in terms of how we're going to approach it. So each finalist will have, and I think they did a briefing on this yesterday, but if not, you'll have 5 minutes to pitch, which is great, but please, if you don't have anything to say for 5 minutes, don't use 5 minutes, right? If you can say everything in a minute, to me, I think that suffices, right, guys? Okay, we'll then engage with some questions on your pitches, if there are additional questions. So it's not to interrogate, it might be understanding, it might just to find clarity on a point that you made, right? Don't be nervous, just answer the way you see the question, right? And if you don't have the answer, to Brother Derek's point, don't tell us that it's 50 and then it's 35, right? Just say I'll have to verify. That's just a advice from me. And then obviously later this afternoon, we will announce the winner as part of the Summit Wrap-Up program. So as per yesterday's unfortunate or fortunate for one of our contestants rule, you have to be here. If you're not here, we'll give it to the next person who deserves it. In simple terms, 5 minutes to pitch. We'll announce the winners as part of the Summit's Wrap-Up program. So you are the stars of this summit. We are here to celebrate you, right? So you'll be closing off nicely with a check. So please ensure that you remain at the venue for the full session. Should we announce how much the money is now? Do you guys want to know? So whoever comes 4th, 5th, and 6th will win 10,000 rands each. It's a great achievement to just be in top 6, guys. If you know the journey these guys have gone from where they were to enter to here, it's a great achievement. So we feel that we should reward every single finalist. 3rd place, money will be now increased to 30,000 rands. 2nd place will be 40,000 rands. The first prize will win a grand prize, obviously a blend of money and business support and a NetBank POS device, as I mentioned earlier and yesterday. He will win a grand prize of 70,000 rands. So guys, good luck. That's it from me. And yeah, wish you all the best. I hope it's clear for everybody. If you've got questions, you'll deal with them after. But now's your time. Thanks.
I don't know if I was the only one that was doing the calculations in my head. 10, 10, 10, 80. In total, this has never been done before. Ever in our 10 years, ever been done before. That we are giving away a grand prize of 170,000 rand. So, we call upon our first finalist. The 5 minutes, I don't want to get too much into the 5 minutes, but just, it's not really about the quantity, but the quality. Don't feel pressured now that you look in the because then, because it wasn't prepared. So whatever it is that you've prepared, stick to it, taking into consideration what the judges have said. The first finalist, we're going to show them love and show them a lot of energy. I know once the price goes up, the nerves go up. Lindelwa Matlalela from Lee Connect, please can you come and take the stage? Lindelwa, your 5 minutes starting. 3, 2, 1, action.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lindela Matlalela from Mpumalanga, the place of the rising sun. I am the founder of LeConnect. I'm a qualified IT technician, a social entrepreneur, a student, and a dream chaser. I am passionate about education, but most importantly, I'm passionate about helping young people to achieve their goals. Have you ever met a young person who wants to further their studies but didn't know what to do? Most of you might say no, but I can assure you that I have. I met a brilliant young girl who passed her matric with outstanding results, but I had no idea what an email address is, let alone how to apply for university. What started in 2019 during the COVID-19 pandemic has evolved into a scalable tech business ready to transform access to education. Our mission is to simplify university and bursary applications for every learner in the country. In South Africa, more than 30% of learners who pass matrics never pursue higher education, not because they lack potential, but because they lack access to academic information and guidance. Many don't know which courses they qualify for, where to apply, or how to access funding. Thousands of dreams die quietly at home, leaving youth discouraged and demotivated. I personally know how frustrating and confusing university applications can be. That's why I didn't want anyone else to experience the pain and fear that I faced. So I turned my pain into purpose and made it my mission to solve this problem for others. That's why I created Reconnect. Reconnect is a tech-driven educational app that guides learners step by step with university and bursary applications. With one profile, the learners can see which courses they qualify for and in which institutions, universities and colleges that are still open, bursaries that match their marks. We have also included a career quiz that will help learners to make the right career choices depending on their marks and their strengths. We hosted our very first netball tournament to help learners develop skills outside academics. Think of us as a GPS for education, taking learners from where they are to where they want to be. Our app is currently available on Google Play Store, and we're planning to launch on other platforms before the end of the year. We have assisted over 11,750 learners nationwide. Our work has been recognized nationally, including winning the Stellenbosch EDHE Award, Motipe Foundation Golden Circle winner, and being part of the MTN Youth Hustle Hub. But the real recognition comes from the learners who now have hope, direction, and opportunities. What truly sets us apart is that we assist learners from application to graduation. Most were the first in their families to ever attend university, a milestone we are honored to be a part of. These stories are not just success. They uplift families, strengthen communities, and transform South Africa one application at a time. Accessibility is our key strength because our platform is simple, affordable, and built for the flexibilities and realities of Township youth. Our financial projections paint a clear picture on how our company is market ready, scalable, and primed for growth. Financially, we've managed to generate an average annual turnover of 18,000, which highlights the growing demand for our services. With the right support and the right resources, we will scale this impact even further. We'll use the 50,000 to invest in app development for user experience, marketing and outreach to reach more learners nationally, workshops and school activations, especially in underserved communities, and team expansion to continue creating job opportunities because now we are currently a team of 5. Reconnect is not just an app. It's a lifeline for learners who struggle to navigate a complex, intimidating system alone. If you believe in the power of education and the abilities of South Africa's youth, please invest in Reconnect so that we can ensure that no learner is left behind simply because they didn't know where to start. Thank you very much.
I'm going to ask, especially from the judges, that because there's 6 finalists and there are 6 judges, for every finalist, I'm going to ask one judge to ask a question.
Well done. Great pitch. I think what I want to find out from you is, how do you make money? Because it's not clear, right? What do you charge? Who do you charge?
We charge 50 Rand per application.
And I think also, what's the plan now? You've supported 11,000 learners, which is great, but where are we going?
Our main revenue stream is the application support assistance. Learners come to us with their documents and we apply for them in different universities. That's how we were able to reach the 11,750 learners. So with that amount, we reached the 11,750 learners with minimal resources. So now we want to expand, we want to grow our business. That's why we require the 70,000 so that we can hire a bigger team. We've been doing this for the past 5 years, and it was just me. And then I started hiring when we reached in 2023. So now we want to hire more people so that we can make a bigger impact. And we also have a national outreach in January when learners receive their matric results. So what we normally do is that we hire promoters in each province so that they can go to different schools and campaign for Connect. So now we want to grow those individuals to become teams in each and every province of South Africa.
Thank you so much. Lindelwa, please can we give her a round of applause. Lindelwa from Connect. Let's move on to finalist number 2, Mr. Tsiane from Op Lene Group, Katesh. Mr. Tsiane, please can you come onto stage, sir? Koparem Shapeleng Matsoho as he comes onto stage. My brother, your 5 minutes starts in 3, 2, 1. Action.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Theo Tsiani, and I'm a founder of a company called Opelin Group. I'd like to tell you a story about a friend of mine who runs an NGO by the name of Tlamano Blind Association in the Free State in a small town called Henneman. My friend suffers from what we call ptosis disease. So what is ptosis disease? Ptosis disease is when his eyelid just automatically shuts itself without him closing it. So how my friend uses his phone is that he literally has to hold his eyelid and stare straight into the phone. So over the years of doing that, that has actually led to further eye damage and consistent headaches. Even in this NGO, we came across people that are totally blind and partially sighted. So for someone that's totally blind to select a specific application on the phone, they consistently have to tap on the screen and to select a specific application. So in a crowded place, it makes it very difficult for them to hear what activities that they are performing on their phone. And personally, I feel like it makes them much more vulnerable for criminal activity. And that sparked the idea of us developing the device by the name of the Kara device, which is an AI assistive tool aimed to empower visually impaired people to be able to navigate through their smartphones without the need of touching or tapping on the phone screen, using a combination of software, hardware, and its voice control. We currently own 2 intellectual properties of the device, the trademark and the industrial design. What makes the product unique is that our product has advanced machine learning and deep learning, where it consistently learns a user's behavior while they navigate to their phone. It also has voice authentication and voice control. So the user can specifically just say something to perform various activities such as open WhatsApp and call the specific person in their preferred language. And what the system does, it also learns on how people pronounce words through multiple South African language. We also included an AI orchestration layer to make it much more easier for us to integrate any AI component. We also integrated Watson Discovery for smart information retrieving, context understanding to ensure that the device becomes intellectual and helpful. And one thing about our device is 100% manufactured and developed in the Free State. Our market size, according to the World Health Organization, it's estimated that plus minus about 8 million people that are visually impaired in South Africa and plus minus 400,000 people that are totally blind. And when we talk about visual impairment, we talk about people that are partially sighted, legally blind, and total blind. Our operation in clients, as we speak, we currently have about 185 people actively using the device. And what we do, we offer on-training support on-site and remotely. And at the same time, we gather information to see how we can improve our device. Our clients include Blind SA, we have the Department of Social Development in the Free State. We also work with Council of the Blind and various disability organizations. Here's pictures of our current users. And here's a letter from one of our clients, Blind SA. How we plan on making money is by selling the hardware, which costs an amount of 1.8, and we spend about 800 just to manufacture one device. And we plan on introducing a subscription fee. The other way of us generating revenue is by offering bulk purchase to government, public and private institutions, and licensing the technology long term. We ask an amount of 2.5 million, in which we'll use for production, manufacturing, research, development, distribution, marketing, and customer support. With this money, we will be able to manufacture about 1,000 of these devices. And if we manage to sell them, we plan on generating a revenue of 1.8 million. Our funders include the Technology Innovation Agency, and we also got funded by SAB Foundation through the Disability Award. Our team consists of me, Tiani. Here are my 2 AI engineers. We have 5 IT interns, and also we have 5 freelancers working with the company. And here's a letter from IBM. We're part of the IBM Tech Scale program, where we actually get an opportunity to tap into IBM expertise and incorporate some of their technologies, such as AI modules, to enhance the performance of our device. Kada device, integrating visually impaired people with the digital world. I thank you.
So I was getting quite excited when I saw their numbers slide about how much you've got an ask for. However, you've asked for 2.5 mil, which is not the game that we're at this point. So I'd like to find out, how would you use the 70K if you want it? Where would it make an impact for your business?
We currently have 5 interns. So the aim is to expand their program and hire, and then give them another contract for a year, because they've been very helpful and they could assist us in further incorporating some of the AI components. And at the same time, we also are educating them in various programming languages, which they couldn't even acquire from varsity.
All right. So we have 2 down, 3 to go. Tepo from Sidekick Tracker. Tepo, please, can you come? When you talk about consistency, you may be wondering why I'm laughing. Yesterday, I think he kind of set the tone. All right, Tepana, you are ready. The judges are ready. Your 5 minutes starts in 3, 2, 1, action.
Can everyone in the room split their hands a bit? Let's split them quickly. Let's put them back together. Let's split them back together faster, faster, faster. That's how you welcome a contestant on stage. My name is Tapo Sitosa, all the way from Sidekick Tracker. We trade as Siblings Foods, and our flagship product is this that we have, Kimuto wa Mabele. It came about in 2020 when we were in the hard lockdown. I couldn't make money. I went to the streets to start selling Muto wa Mabele. And to date, we are serving different customer segments, but our main focus is Ikolokshin, because that's where our money is and that's where our people are. We have 80 tuck shops in and around Gauteng. And then we also serve about 10 engine filling stations. And then we have 30 roots butcheries. What we are selling a story of hope, because when I did not have gigs or a place that I could perform at, I just went to the streets and I sold. So the slogan for the product is go conquer. Whatever you do, you wake up in the morning and you go conquer. So the reason that we are here and the people that we employ about 6 people and then about 8 interns. The 8 interns help us with pushing the product to the Township economy, which is the tuck shops. And then we also have about 15 people that help us with our online marketing. We work with a lot of influencers. The reason that we are here, the money. Those are some of the products that we sell. Okay, those are some of the shops that we provide the products at. We have Macro Online, and thanks to the platform yesterday, we are onboarding to Take a Lot next week, and we are also going on Swiper. We spoke to them, we are onboarding soon, so we are able to expand to other markets. The number of products that we are able to push in a week is about 5,000 bottles of last number Maheo, and then we also have the Mpesu version for Amadota for 2 minutes. We help Nalapo, which is one of the products that is moving the most on the Macro Online platform. Chance, if you have a problem, I'm your guy. I'll help you out. We move about 5,000 bottles weekly, and then we aim with the money to help us scale our business. Because when we go to these shops, as you can see, we are sharing the platform with our competitors. So we'd want to buy fridges that we'll place at our own corner so that people, when they come, they don't have any friction and any choices. They just have to concentrate on what they have to buy, which is us. And then the other money that we are going to use we are going to use it for training for our people, because I have ISO 22000, a certificate in food handling, so I need to have people that are also compliant in that space. Yeah, ke last number. Kia strata is for everyone. My name is Chapositosa. Thank you very much.
So we've got big products, you know, big organizations like who sell Maheu, who sell, yeah, you know, your RCLs, your Danons,
Yes,
right?
yeah. Those are our biggest competitors, RCL, yeah.
What is it that makes you attractive to the market?
Okay, as you can see, this was done on purpose, the packaging. If you look at all the Maheu brands that are there, whether Kiamabele or the normal one, all of them, the cover, oh, this one is transparent. So immediately when you walk in, this is nostalgia. This is us taking you back to your grandmother's house, and it's sorghum, you can actually see it. So that's how we stand out. Okay, where's the slide again so that I can show him? That's how we stand out when we are there. There's a shop that we are supplying in Rosebank called Soko District, opposite the iStore. Our units moved there because the LSM there used to be people that used to consume this a lot, but now they've moved Badulako, the suburb and everything, but they still crave these type of products. So the reason that we chose this packaging is solely for that, so that people can see what they're drinking and it's unique to whatever's on the shelf.
All right, 3 down. Pitching finalist number 4, Patrick from Lifeway Impato Brand. Patrick, please can you come on stage, my brother? Taram Shapeleng Mato as he comes on stage. This is finalist number 4. Patrick, my brother, your 5 minutes is set on stage and it starts in 3, 2, 1, action.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Patrick Toki. I'm the co-founder of Lifeway Impato Brands, short for LIB Foods. We are a food and beverage manufacturing entity. Our vision is quite simple. We just want to deliver locally produced products for the grocery market in the FMCG, giving them eats and refreshments for the whole entire family for every occasion. As Lifeway Impato Brands, we carry Lokshin Fruits. Lokshin Fruits is a global fruit juice. I have over 7 years in the FMCG, in sales and qualification in marketing. So, Lokshin Fruits, how it started, our journey started with Unolungelo, my business partner, in 2020, when a company called COVID-19 started retrenching and downsizing. So, Satyazin Fetu, Voguzenzele, because he worked from a dairy line background, so he came through what Fetu. How about this Lokshin Fruits? And why Lokshin Fruits? Because there are so many names out there which we know the market leaders are doesn't. Let's bring an element yasekasi so people can know and have the field and know we've got a product that belongs to them. So upon our journey, as we were walking down, we started in the kitchen. From the kitchen, we pushed our way, we pushed and started working our way up. We're selling from Etopsonville across the mall. We're selling a para, the taxi rank, and we just went with our journey. And down the line, we're grateful for our stakeholders as we have WRCTA in the house. They've helped us along the way to achieve our basic COA, our halal certification. We are also self-tested for shelf life. So with Lokshin Fruit, it's a high-quality flavor tasting juice. We make sure that, because in the space where we are, our customers' pain point, we know they're facing acidic drinks, fizzy drinks. So we said, let us bring in something which has natural ingredients, which will make sure it lowers the sugar intake, make sure that we also lower the additives and preservatives. And on top of that, as we samba up and down, in Para, as an entrepreneur, you gotta learn in here. So listen to our Koko. They'll always complain, damn, sugar. So then me and Lungile said, you know what? We now, where we are at a point, we are ready to deliver another variant that's totally sugar-free. Because that market, that diabetes, has got over 4.8 million people who are living with sugar diabetes. So we are working also on that variant. Before I go into the thingy. So right now, currently, we are servicing over 18 stores, independent stores, including Meat Expresses, another mainstream line, as well as the hospitality and catering market. We produce 2,000 liters in a month, giving us 5,000 bottles, which allows us to have a turnover of 40,000. And then today, why are we here? We are here just asking for 50K because we are in the process of working on the food safety. As I said, Izolo, we went into one of the mainstream retailers. We sat down. They said, here's your NDP. So where is your food safety? They said, we have to go out again and work on our food safety. So the 15,000 that we're asking for will allow us to go into mainstream and just make sure that we can supply at national level. And we can have our chuzekasi nationally. And also looking, as I said, we are using a coding machine, which is old school. We're trying to use a digital coding. So part of that money, which is 35,000, because I like negotiating. So I'm talking to our supplier that, you know what, we need to filter in a more smaller machine because part of that money I wanted to reinvest into that variant I was telling you about, the sugar-free one, that we can start rolling out and make sure that we cover that 4.8 segment of sugar diabetic. So as a company and entity, you also, like said, we've got over six employees. And by the grace of God, we are thankful we have a food technician, someone who's got a diploma in dairy and food technology, who works with Lungelo, as Lungelo as well has a certificate in SEPs and food handling. So we also have a lady who's dealing with our accounting and our admin who's got a BCom in accounting. And the rest of our employees, we just send to the stores, our part-time, they help us with promoting Lokshin Rising Chuza Sekasi. You can find us also on www.lipfoods.co.za. We are also on the social media pages, which is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Lokshin Rising Chuza Sekasi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Patrick. Great presentation, my brother. Quick one. What does winning look like for you, and what is your go-to strategy market? How do you see you winning, and then what does that look like for you, my brother?
You know, winning for me right now, number one, I remember we're taking in promoters. I remember, you know, because entrepreneurs, we do everything, you know, we mop, we clean. So I was HR for that day, you know, I had over 20, you know, young guys, you know, looking for work, and it's sad to take one or two, you know. So winning for me is LIB becoming a blue chip company, going global, employing at least over 500 people. Scale and expansion, as I said, this is our first launch. We are going to roll out more brands. You know, when you look at big names like Pioneer Foods, RCL Foods, you also want to be there, following those footsteps and become, you know, a company that started ECAS. That is now a blue chip company that can also go into Europe. And you look at UEFA, you can see Lokshin Fruits dance in La Playa. For me, that's a win. You know.
All right, let's move over to pitching finalist number 5, Zenande from Queen's Greens. Zenande, please can you come onto stage? Zenande, your 5 minutes starts in 3, 2, 1, action.
Team, setters, Nedbank, my colleagues, I greet you all. My name is Zenande Ndava, a founder and the director of Queen's Greens. We started the company in 2019, and then our first vegetables were produced during COVID-19. We started just from a seedling that we were funded by Walco Sun International. And then our first product we couldn't sell. We lost all the 3 hectares due to COVID-19. But then we started over after losing that. After we started over, we employed people from local, more especially women. And then after we grew, get the market from Walco Sun, we supply them with peeled vegetables. We will supply 2 times a week, approximately 400 kilos a week, all the varieties of vegetables. We are facing a challenge of these lack job opportunities. I provide employment for youth. I provide skills. Also, in the community, we provide clean water because water it's a problem. With the variety that we're producing, we supply schools, we supply the restaurants. What we are unique about, I believe on going direct to the market, and our produce, it's traceable. It's direct from the garden to the tables or to the market. We also have a cold room, a pack house, and the office. We are assisted by software. And also we have the packaging. We're also processing vegetables. With the money, we'll be able to buy our own branding machine to put the stickers. And also now we are able to step in on Table Group. They've come and assisted us They scored 87%. So with the money, we'll be able to buy PPEs. We'll be able to buy seedlings. So the PPEs will cost 10,000, and then we'll be able to employ more people. Currently, we have 3 permanent employees that are UIF registered and 15 students, and we've already have 5 graduates that has been approved by Department of Higher Education. And then we would like to enter in several groups to supply hospitals. And in the meantime, we want to get in to be accredited with the GAP certificate. What we believe in on our project, I believe on being compliant. Compliance, it's very important. We are always prepared and every time we get in. So this year we entered to SEFTA. We get in the competition to travel to Algeria because we met the criteria. We made the revenue of 50,000 this year. So with the funding, we'll be able to employ more people to provide skills and provide food. Queen's Greens, it's a nutrition for life. We don't just plant seedlings. We plant hope. We plant future. We provide skills. We thank you.
Zinanda, thank you very much for the pitch and beautiful pitch. I think branding is very important when it comes to how you project your brand and your company. When it comes to your logo, try to find ways to minimize multiple fonts on your logo and also multiple messages so that somebody, when they look at they should know which green queens in terms of you can look at it in terms of the presentation here should speak to the brand, to the client. Because you've got one Queen's Greens in other color, different fonts, and then you've got this one, beautiful one at the bottom, just work on that. I would also advise, let's say, cultivate growth for Africa, not only Eastern Cape. Let's change that. You want to go to the world. Thank you.
Thank you for that comment, sir. Thank you. Last but not least, we've got Ule Mutloung from Soweto Drift Academy. Kuparam Shapele Macho as he comes onto stage. Dressed in his drifting attire. All right, Hotman, your 5 minutes is set on stage and on screen, and your 5 minutes starts in 3, 2, 1, action.
Igwe, how are you? I'm good. Fortunately, my slide is up today. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to go here first. The industry background statement of what we sell. We sell car spinning. I know this is the only innovative idea in this platform that is presented here today. Car spinning is a very localized, and for many years, it has been used as a celebratory through cars, ekasi, for various reasons. But through that came a big problem around issues of road safety, around issues of car theft and things like that. So that is the problem that we, as Soweto Drift, we are trying to actually solve. Because obviously what happened is that with the rise of car spinning came these problems of road safety and so on. Car spinning became a nuisance to a lot of community members. And what we are doing is exactly what the Minister of Sport said when he came in. He said he wants to make car spinning one of the biggest sports. Car spinning, already it was existing as a product. We as Soweto Drift, we have been hosting various programs as road safety awareness and also to educate people about the importance of practicing it in safe spaces. And then one might wonder, what is the value proposition of car spinning? We as Soweto Drift, we are the only car spinning related business that has packaged car spinning into a variety of products. We've got experiences of car spinning that competes with the likes of advanced driving, your skydiving, your bungee jumping. Those activities, they give you the same thrill that car spinning gives you. So if you want to do adventurous things, don't do these westernized cultures anymore. Come to spinning, you will get that thrill as well. And then, is there traction or progress in car spinning? Global presence. Car spinning has grown, ladies and gentlemen, without the support of government and business in South Africa. The only related or known brand that has aligned itself to car spinning is that one with wings. But if you can see there, that is a gentleman from Mpumalanga by the name of Sam, who has taken car spinning to global platforms, which shows the growth in this industry. And that is myself in Nigeria, where I got this beautiful garment in 2023, where we have already formed partnership with other African brothers to not only do car spinning here in South Africa, but in the entire African continent. And let me tell you, the entire SADC is already falling through into that actual aspects of forming this partnership. We've been having spinners from Botswana, Swaziland, Lesotho coming in and out of South Africa almost every year, every 2 months or every month, so to say. So car spinning as a brand or as a service or as a product, it has already grown. So all that we need as Soweto Drift Academy is to obviously scale our business so that we can be able to empower another part of participants in the car spinning, which are the females. Car spinning is prominently black, colored Indians and white male dominated. So with the female aspects, that is one of the things that will assist us to reach other entries or other genres of population in our community and be able to can harness that support and make sure that car spinning services everybody in as far as the experience, the entertainment, and the fun that it presents to the entire community, which is you, ladies and gentlemen. That is Orange Farm Spin City. Our venue, which is situated in Orange Farm. 2 million rand worth of investment already put in there. So with the 70,000 rand that you guys will be obviously gifting us after this brilliant presentation, we will be able to put septic tanks because we need to connect the toilets that are there. We need to implement the lighting. We still have lighting issue that we need. And most importantly, we will then be able to expand that pitch to be a little bigger so that we can do more activities in that arena.
Shotapule.
Yes, the brother.
Great presentation, by the way. It's actually not a question, it's a comment. Seeing you push Soweto Drift Academy actually kind of makes me a little bit emotional, because it reminds me of Abachita Papaya, especially La Pekasi. It makes me think that our dreams are valid. Like we can actually live off the things that we are passionate about. And what dope. You know, isn't the seasons like we're South African kids. We are African kids, actually, and our ideas are great. What we do is incredible. And thank you for pushing. Thank you for sticking through it. And yeah, thanks, man. Thank you.
Just to expand on your comment, thank you very much. Obviously, part of our vision or our objectives when we started entering into this space was to create a platform for a black child to be able to can participate in the in a commercial motorsport stream, because colleagues, you will know that motorsport has been for many years a white dominated industry that blacks and them actually participated in it. And the only black person that we could identify with in that space, it was the late Gugu Zulu, whom may his soul is raised in peace. So what we are doing now in Abras Buddha is that we are trying our best to make sure that we actually train as much as more young drivers that can also go and help us participate at international platforms with this indigenous sport that we have in South Africa. Thank you very much.
Thank you. To our online audience as well, I do hope that you are enjoying. I do hope that you are learning. I do hope that you are seeing opportunities as well to partner up with the finalists or to partner up with other people who are online. Continue to pitch your business.